Tired of grinding your badges and playing my career? Hit up Wish Grinders on Twitter or Instagram for the fastest and most legit badge grinding services. They are now taking next gen orders. The link will be in the description. Yo, what's up with the YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in the video with yet another video. Today, I'm coming at you guys with the best build in NBA 2K21 next gen. This is going to be the most overpowered build in the game. Now, when it comes to this game, man, it's a lot of different ways you can make builds. I'm gonna go over the best position, the best height, weight, wingspan, the best attributes, the best takeover in the game to even choose, but also the end of the game for this build. And I'm gonna go over the best fast setups, all in this one video. For this specific video, I'm gonna show you guys everything that you need to know about this build. So yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead, please drop a like. It makes it go out to a lot more people, help people out. It's a lot of people that need to know the best build, because you don't want people to waste their VC. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't want everybody having the same build, but you gotta at least let people see what it is. But yeah, we on this road to 100K, so I really would appreciate it if you did drop a sub. Really would help a lot. But yeah, man, I've been talking too much, so let's go ahead, hop straight into it.
I got digital dash, came right with a op. I walk in the store and I bought the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Alright, so first things first is going to be the position. The position we're going to go with for it is the power forward. A lot of people are kind of get upset about making power forward builds. You don't necessarily have to make a power forward build, but at the point of this video, the best position to go with is going to be power forward. Now, 2K could possibly nerf power forwards in the future. I just don't see it happening with how many people have already made power forwards, and it's just too easy to get badges like quick first step, where if you made it at a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, you would need a 94 ball handler. At power forward, you only need an 81 to be able to get it to Hall of Fame. So that's just a very, very huge advantage. But if you want to go with like a faster build, go with a point guard or shooting guard or a small forward. It's that simple. All right, then next. Now, this is going to be very, very similar to how I made my build, but it's going to be a little bit more of a revised version. Now, the way we're going to be going with it. Now, I did go 6'7". I did go 217 pounds on the weight. Now, 2K has dropped a patch where they pretty much fixed contact dunks. They fixed a lot of stuff in the game to chop a lot of stuff. One thing that they have made known that if you don't want to get contact dunk, you really want to have an interior defense. And this build, we're going to go with 217 pounds on the weight. 217 pounds on the weight. That's going to help us get a lot higher of an interior defense if you want to go max. Height, we went 6'7". And then for the wingspan, instead of going 6'10" like I did on mine, we're going to go 6'11". You're only going to lose one and you're actually going to gain 2 on the driving dunk. The reason why we do go 6'10" or 6'11", so we can actually have the ability to get Hall of Fame deep threes. I feel like that's just a very important thing to be able to do. So yeah, man, that's going to be the height, weight, wingspan. And by the way, this is, in my opinion, the new pie chart. This is where you're going to be molding your player to be able to change what your max caps for your attributes are. Now, they always had height, weight, wingspan. They just never did it before. The only thing that doesn't really matter for like your attributes is going to be the body type. That's completely up to you. Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. All right, now into the attributes. Now, the one thing that I always try to make sure that y'all understand, even when I went over the 101 badge video, I went over a build that had 101 badges. Yes, that badge has a lot of, or that build has a lot of badges. But the build is bad because it has no physicals. If you don't have physicals, you're not gonna be that good. Now, it has came out that stamina is not as important as people thought. So if you're a spot up, that is not a very important thing, unless you're playing something like Rec. But if you're a park player and you just spot up, play threes all the time, you don't necessarily need that much stamina, to be honest, because the stamina rating isn't that big of a deal. You can use badges like Handlers for Days, Tireless Defender, Tireless Shooter, stuff like that, and it'll cancel it out very, very well. So if you don't want to go up on stamina, don't do it. What I would say is I'm gonna go up on stamina every single time. It doesn't really even change the overall that much. It's only gonna change one overall. Like the stuff like stamina and vertical, that doesn't really change anything. So why not put it to 91? And by the way, we're not going past 91 on no physicals. Whether you're making a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center, you don't go past 91 on physicals because you're gonna get +4 for you hitting 99, and you're gonna get another +4 for getting the gym rat badge. Then when it comes to the actual important attributes, now I'm gonna be going over in a video tomorrow. If you guys want this to drop as soon as possible, I'm gonna be going over the top 5 power forward builds where you're gonna have a build with close shot for the people that want close shot, a build that has interior defense, a build that has steal. So if you guys want to make certain builds with certain things and certain things all upgraded, you're gonna see how big of a difference those things make on each build. So I'm gonna show you guys that, but on this build we don't have a close shot, we do have an interior defense, but we don't have a steal. This build really doesn't have holes, but it kind of does have subtle holes like a low free throw. But when it comes to the driving layup, the driving dunk, the post control, the three-pointer, the mid-range, the ball handle, the steal ball, the interior defense, the perimeter defense, and the block, that is all max. Then you got a standing dunk at a 43 to get 16 badge upgrades for the finishing, 44 free throw for 18 shooting badge upgrades. Then you got 70 pass accuracy for 20 playmaking badge upgrades, and then you got a 54 and a 79 defensive and offensive rebound for 16 defensive badge upgrades. Now you can tweak this into the way you would like it when it comes to the badge upgrade. I just put it to like this because this actually was pretty well rounded and everything. The only thing that some people might have a real issue with is how low the rebounding is, but like I said, you can tweak that however you want it. When it comes to my build, I actually ended up with like a 58 offensive rebound and like an 85 or 84 defensive rebound. So you're gonna have a way higher rebound, but you're gonna have less badges because I only have 15, 18, 20, and 16. This one is gonna have 16, 18, 20, and 16. Now on to the takeovers. Now, if you haven't watched my ranking every single takeover video, you need to watch that. I ranked all 24 takeovers in order from least to greatest. The best takeover in the game is finishing moves. The second best takeover is spot of precision. Now, easy blow-bys and advanced gathers are on the come up. As soon as people start getting hip to that advanced gathers, that might be the most overpowered one. But until further notice, I feel like finishing moves is just too overpowered to not use because of the fact how overpowered content does. Now, with this latest patch, if everybody starts making builds with high interior defense and getting their badges, and it's a lot harder to get content dunks, I can see people going from finishing moves and switching that to advanced gathers. Now, if you get all your badges max, you don't even have to make new builds. You can just literally just change your takeover. That's completely up to you. Now, like, so for instance, if 2K patch certain things and tweak certain things, you don't have to make a new build to change your takeover no more. You can just literally stay with your build and just change your takeover. That's a W. I'm not gonna lie, that's a W. So yeah, the two takeovers that we're gonna go with for this build is finishing moves and spot of precision. Another good one that I haven't mentioned yet is ankle breaking shots. That's just really for like fun stuff. So if you're just really playing for fun, you can put that on, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's not necessary. Taking ankles is very overpowered in this game. Do not get that twisted, but like, I would rather go with something that's gonna make me get an auto bucket. Like finishing moves is gonna give me an auto too. Spot of precision is going to give me a higher chance of being able to help at 3 than I would have before. So yeah, those are the two takeovers I end up going with for this build. And the build comes out as a two-way scoring machine, similar to shades of Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum, and Pascal Siakam. So yeah, man, that's going to be the build and everything. So all we got left to go over is the best badge setup for this build. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead, hop straight into it. All right, so first things first, when it comes to the best finishing badge setup, we got 16 badge upgrades to work with. Now, all these are kind of going to be a little bit longer, but it's just because the build is just too good. So when it came to the Hall of Fame badges, we got Heat Seeker, Posterizer, and Slithery Finisher. Posterizers might be one of the most overpowered badges in the game. It kind of got nerfed with how they made interior defense matter a lot more now, and it's a lot harder to get content dunks. But Posterizer, if anything, is even better now because it's actually more reliable. If you don't have that badge, it's not going to be as easy to get content dunks. So you definitely want to have that on. Slithery Finisher is going to get you the best animation possible. It's actually going to help your dunk frequency go a lot higher, a lot more. you're going to get a lot more dunks. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. And then heat seeker. So when you are getting contact dunks or you're making any type of inside shots, dunks, layups, anything like that, you're going to get an added bonus for your takeover. Badges like this is how you get double takeover, team takeover, and takeover a lot faster. Team takeover, you can get it within 4. Double takeover within 3 shots. And pretty much the regular takeover you can get within 2 if you have it on Hall of Fame, if you're doing it right. It's that simple. Very, very overpowered badge. Then we got badge like Giant Slayer to cancel out a badge like Rim Protector, which is very important for slashers, and it's also going to be very good at literally lowering the contest for every single layup or dunk you get, and it's going to be obviously what is mainly for reducing the height advantage. And then you got badges like Lob City Finisher and Fearless Finisher. By the way, we didn't put on Giant Slayer for reducing the height advantage on this build because it's already 6 for 7. You don't really need that, to be honest. You just really want to be canceling out Rim Protector and reducing the contest on every single thing that you do in the paint. Then we got Lob City Finisher. That's one of the best bronze badges in the game. It's going to help you catch lobs a lot better at a higher rate than if you didn't have it on. It's going to make you do a lot faster, catch it through traffic, finish through traffic, all that type of stuff, finish contact dunks, make it a lot more. It's just going to be a very big help. Then you got a badge like Fearless Finisher on bronze that's going to help you make contact layups, and it has like the pretty much the layup side of Relentless Finisher where you would make a lot more layups even with fatigue. So even if you're doing like an alley-oop layup, you can make that a lot more. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. All right, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. Now for the shooting badge setup, I kind of went a little different from what I did in the actual shooting badge setup. Now, in my opinion, I feel like it's better to go with Deadeye and Blinders because you do need that a lot more, because when it comes to the contest system in this game, I feel like the contest system can actually be affected by badges more than how much you can make shots without badges. You can make any shot in this game without badges. No matter how deep you are, you can make any shot in this game without badges. As long as you can green as effective as much, you know what I'm saying, you can do all that. Now, all these badges, besides Blinders and Deadeye, is going to make it a lot easier to shoot from deep. It's going to make it a lot easier to shoot in general. It's going to make it a lot easier to get greens. It's going to make it a lot easier to shoot off the dribble. It's going to make it a lot easier to get takeover. But a badge like Blinders and Deadeye, they are literally going to be reducing contests. And this game, you're going to get contested very easily. So you could actually make a case for those going higher, but I just made sure to put those on bronze, at least bronze, because those are some of the best bronze badges in the game. Just like Lob City Finisher, these are 2 of the best bronze badges in the game. Then we got deep threes on Hall of Fame, so we can extend our range as much as possible. It doesn't really do anything for on the line threes or on deep middies, but when it comes to deep threes, it's going to be helping you exponentially. It's actually, when it came to me, I'm not gonna lie, I shoot better deep threes than I do on the line threes. It's kind of weird when it comes to like how big my green window feels. It feels like it's a lot easier to green deep threes than it is on the line threes. I don't know why that is, but yeah. Then we got hot zone hunters. So when you get hot zones, it's gonna make it a lot easier to shoot within your hot zones. Then it's gonna make it a lot easier to green. Then when it comes to a badge like stop and pop, that's gonna be a very good badge for people that like to ISO and shoot off the dribble. So if you like to dribble and shoot off that, stop and pop is a very good badge for you. Then you got hot shot. That's going to be a badge that help you get takeover a lot faster. This is another badge that help you get dual takeover, team takeover, and takeover as fast as possible. Then we got green machine. So when you're getting greens, it's going to make it a lot easier to keep getting greens and getting greens, because you don't want to not get greens. That's like one of the best things when it comes to shooting. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. So we got 20 badge upgrades to work with. So we got Hall of Fame quick for step, Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame unpluckable, gold ankle breaker, gold bullet passer, and silver needle threader. So we got ankle breaker on gold because that's one of the best badges in the game. When it comes to just taking ankles, you don't even need to go past gold because gold works very well. So pretty much anytime somebody goes the wrong way, you're going to get an ankle breaker animation, and it actually will be a very, very decently long animation. So you're going to have an opportunity to get an open 3 or opportunity to go for an easy dunk. Now, when it comes to going for easy dunks, there can be some crazy chase down animation or rim protector animations in this game. So I would just make sure you know what you're doing. But yeah, then you got quick for step. That's going to make you a lot faster with the balls. It's going to give you pretty much the fastest speed boost possible for whatever tier of speed boosting you are at. Handles for days is going to be pretty much canceling out the bad stamina issue in this game. And the stamina actually isn't that bad, especially once you start putting on handles for days. It's going to allow you to dribble a lot more. It's going to make your bar feel like you have a lot a lot of dribbles you can get off within that one bar. Then you got a badge like Unpluckable. That's going to help you not get ripped as much as possible. Now, when it comes to bump steals, it does nothing for that. But when it comes to like poke ball loose or somebody like actually getting a real steal animation on you, Unpluckable is going to be canceling that out and making it extremely hard to do that. But when it comes to bump steals, it does nothing for that. Bump steals is like literally like separating you from the ball. So you're literally, your body is stopping because you're getting bumped and the ball is just keep going. That's literally what a bump steal is. And you just need to fix how that type of stuff work, or add a badge to pretty much be able to cancel that out. Or they need to add, they already have protect stuff in the game. They need to probably make like a protect badge so that when people try to bump steal you, you have a badge for that. So that you get into a good, like every single time something like that happens, kind of like steal your finisher work, but for dribbling. They need to do something like that for sure. So yeah, then we got bullet passes. Kind of like how Unpluckable is important for stopping steals, because the steal rating in this game is very overpowered. So for people that actually have steal rating and they did put up their interceptor, this is going to be a very important badge, because if you're doing slow passes, it's very, very easy to steal. Bullet passes are going to make your passes a lot faster. So yeah, you want to be able to throw the fastest passes possible. In my opinion, that badge is more important than Needle Threader, in my opinion. Then you got a badge like Needle Threader to make it harder to just get your passes stolen just in general. So Needle Threader pretty much had Bullet Passer, made your passes faster, but Bullet Passer is literally that part of Needle Threader, and Needle Threader just makes the passes a lot harder to get stolen. Now, Bullet Passes make any passes fast. Lobs, flashy, just regular pass, it doesn't really matter. Same thing with Needle Threader. It's gonna make any pass a lot harder to get stolen. A lob, flashy, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, man, that's gonna make it a lot harder to get turnovers in your passing, and it's gonna make it a lot harder to get turnovers when dribbling when it comes to Unpluckable. So yeah, man, in my opinion, this is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. And last but not least, before we go ahead and end off this video, it's going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup. So we got 4 gold and 1 Hall of Fame. Clamps is Hall of Fame because we got to make sure that we can cancel out that blow by as much as possible. We got to be able to stay in front of our defender as much as possible, especially in a game like this where you slide so much. And me personally, I'd be delayed a lot because my ping is weird. Clamps is just a very, very important badge you have to have on. Then you got a badge like Intimidator to make sure that you can have the highest shot contest at all times. That's very, very important. You want to be able to get the best shot contest possible at all times, whether you're on the perimeter or in the interior. Intimidator is going to help you get the best shot contest in every single situation. You got a badge like Chase Down Artist and Rim Protector. Rim Protector is going to help you get a lot more blocks. It's going to be enhancing badges like Chase Down Artist and Intimidator. And it's also going to be bailing you out a lot of situations when people try to rim run you. When it comes to like people trying to go for a contact, or when it comes to people going up for a layup, or it comes to people just trying you for a contact dunk. When you playing defense, it doesn't really matter. Even going for a chase down block, or even going for a regular contest, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be helping you in all those type of situations, and it's going to be helping you get all different types of new animations just from unlocking this badge. Then you got Chase Down Artist that has its own, that pretty much unlocks its own block animations for chase downs, and it's going to make it a lot harder to pretty much get points on you in the paint. Just much harder, especially on top of a gold rim protector with gold chase down artist with gold intimidator. That's going to be very, very hard to score on. Then you got a badge like gold rebound chaser, so that when you playing exceptional defense, it's going to help you get the best rebound animations possible, help you snag as much as possible no matter what your rebound is. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, it's going to be the best two-way scoring machine build. I showed you guys everything in this video: the position, height, weight, wingspan, attributes, takeover, all the way down to the best badge setups for this build. So yeah, man, for that alone, go ahead, please do leave a like on this video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. We're on this road to 100K, so I really would appreciate it. So yeah, man, go ahead, turn on post notifications, be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. I got a lot more build videos coming out very, very soon. I got a lot of bangers coming out very, very soon. A lot of these videos I'm finna be dropping. A lot of y'all don't have the game, but when y'all do get the game, y'all gonna be able to just go ahead, click on the channel, and just go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help a lot of people. As soon as they get the game, they're gonna have to be able to just, they ain't gonna have to deal with all the stuff that we dealt with when it came to trying to find our builds, wasting a lot of time trying to find the build. They can just go on YouTube and just easily find it. So yeah, that's pretty much just gonna be simple for a lot of y'all boys to be able to just make y'all build, grind y'all build, all that type of stuff. So yeah, man, like I said, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe. But this is your boy Fitz, man, and I'm about to be man.
Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die, man. They say he going too fast.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.